Hello, this is Jake Higgins here in Valentine with News Channel Nebraska for the Heart City Bull Bash on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. They have the entire main street completely closed down except for farmers and ranchers that are selling their calves, their bulls, their heifers, and the bull spur. Now, this is not the only event that's going on during Bull Bash here in Valentine. There's also the 4-H Luck of the Draw event for scholarships. There's a 5K to help raise money for the Red Dress Foundation, a wine tasting, gun show, and so much more. I will be here with you the entire time, showing you exactly what is going on at this huge event here in Valentine that has brought so much interest despite the cold and the wind that is surrounding the area right now.
We start off with the heart of the event, all of the ranchers and people involved in the agriculture industry that attended the event. Marcia Bauer, a Heart City Bull Bash committee member, explains why Valentine started the event 15 years ago.
This is such a special event, and the reason Bull Bash was started is because I didn't think that the community did anything to really show their appreciation for the ag industry. So what this event is really about is a celebration of the ag industry in Valentine, Nebraska and the Sandhills. You know, when we started it, a lot of the communities had farm credits or things like that in the community, and they would have farm credit banquets or something. And I didn't feel like we really had, I and other people didn't really feel like we did anything in Valentine to really honor the livestock industry. So this was kind of started as a fun family tribute to the livestock industry in Valentine and in the Sandhills, and in, we draw a lot of people from South Dakota. So this is kind of a thank you agriculture for letting us be part of your lives. That's what this is about. Thank you.
This event shows appreciation for the agriculture industry and also seems to bring in people from across the state despite the cold and wind. The weather apparently has never really cooperated with the event, but no one seems to mind, especially the ranchers and people out on Main Street all day long.
Oh, they don't even talk about the cold. I mean, they're just like, oh, it's so great to see you, isn't it? It's a great year. And cattle prices have been pretty good, and I think everybody's very optimistic.
There were even some new additions to the Bull Bash for the ranchers this year.
The things that we did do this year for the first time was allowed any of those guys to bring heifers. They've questioned us about that in the past, because while they're bringing a trailer of bulls, they would like to bring heifers. So this year on the south end or in mix, we did allow them to bring some heifers. We have 6 heifer pens, so they could show producers that are looking at their bulls what those heifers are going to look like out of their herds. And that was a big feature this year. They were excited about that.
It was a really cold day throughout Valentine with temperatures under 30 and gusting winds that cut through all of the layers. While the ranchers may be used to this weather from nursing their calves throughout the winter, some citizens weren't able to deal with it quite as easily. One event that could have been affected by the cold but amazingly nearly doubled their registration from last year was the Running with the Bulls 5K.
Now, how much of a success was this 5K on this cold, windy day?
It was awesome.
We had an
awesome turnout, right at 100 people, which is a huge increase over the last couple of years. We had about 50 last year, so we're pumped about our numbers for this year.
If it is so cold, then what contributed to the successful turnout?
We did a little bit more advertising this year. People could sign up earlier than before. We started sign-ups back in November, so it kind of gave people an incentive to work towards it.
Medals were given out for who finished in first place under the men, women, and under 13 categories. Times ranged from around 19 minutes to just under an hour. Charity DeLoyer won the entire race but said her community running with her is what kept pushing her on the cold, windy day.
They really encouraged me. Running back the whole way, you just see all the people that you know, really wonderful people who have encouraged you your whole life. It's not just now, but a lot of women who work at the hospital, a lot of people also work in the service fields, like the firefighters, and some neighbors, ranchers' wives out walking, and I think that was what made it the most fun for me.
DeLawyer appreciates where the registration money is going and actually works as an RN at the local hospital. She says that the Red Dress is a great organization.
I really believe strongly in the benefits of rigorous, fairly frequent physical activity. It's good for your heart. It keeps you from getting diabetes and heart disease, and it keeps you living younger, happier life longer.
Spirits were up throughout the day, and despite the cold, the community seemed in love with both the 5K event and the Bull Bash as a whole as well.
The Bull Bash to me is just a great opportunity for our community to come out and get together and just kind of celebrate being Valentine on Valentine's Day, I guess.
And the fact that we get so many local people and it's nice to see their faces and support us. That's what I like to see that.
Yep.
Just the support we get from the community.
And Charity DeLawyer loves the respect given to ranchers at Bull Bash.
Personal betterment, I think that a lot of these ranchers have. They take a lot of pride in the product that they make. They spend a lot of time researching it to make sure that it is a good product to give the American public at large, to feed us and keep us happy. And so I think it's the agriculture emphasis here and getting to see ranchers come to town right before calving or in the midst of calving and have a little fun.
After the commercial break, we will continue to take a look at many of the activities that were at the Heart City Bull Bash in Valentine, including the 4-H Luck of the Draw, and an interesting combination of a gun show mixed with a craft show, all under one roof. Make sure to stick around.
The Lower Elkhorn Natural Resource District invites you to visit the many recreational areas near Norfolk. Whether you love fishing, swimming, boating, camping, or just taking in the beauty of the outdoors, you'll find it here. Visit the Lower Elkhorn Natural Resource District's website at lenrd.org for more information on water quality, trees and wildlife, and conservation programs. Nebraska's natural resource districts, protecting lives, property, and the future since 1972.
Treating cancer is more than destroying cancer cells. It's using advanced technology to deliver powerful treatment that protects healthy tissue. It's having medical, radiation, and surgical care all in one place. It's being part of clinical trials through nationally recognized research centers. It's trusting an experienced cancer team with your life and having support to move beyond your diagnosis. More options for surviving, more hope for living. At Faith Regional Carson Cancer Center.
Hi, Todd down here at Set the Bar Fitness, and I want to personally invite you to come check out our great semi-private MBSC Thrive training programs. Unlike other personal training programs, we guarantee results. If you don't move better, feel better, and look better after 12 weeks, we will return every dime of your money. Not only do we have the best training in town, we are now the authorized retailer of Max Muscle Sports Nutrition products, specifically designed for weight loss, sports performance, or general health. Call us at 402-644-3077 or go to setthebarfitness.com for more information.
At BankFirst, see for yourself why it's a better way of banking. We offer an outstanding checking account, and best of all, it's free. If you need a loan, we provide loans of all types, commercial, ag, consumer, and even residential. We know your time is valuable. That's why we make decisions locally. We have all the latest banking technologies, including mobile deposit. Easily deposit checks using your smartphone. Stop in. Let BankFirst show you a better way of banking.
Welcome back to the coverage of the Heart City Bull Bash in Valentine, Nebraska. We already took a look at some of the ranchers on Main Street and the 5K that happened early in the day. Now let's go talk with Maggie Cox and Jody Dexter about the 4-H Luck of the Draw event.
Can you explain a little bit about the event that's going on today with 4-H?
Well, our 4-H, we host our Luck of the Draw, which is our annual fundraiser for our 4-H program, and basically it's just a one-time shot. We only do one fundraising, and so we have this good day to do it.
The money from this lone fundraising event for 4-H stays in Cherry County, providing opportunities for the 4-H Club to run for the next year.
All of the money raised today stays here in Cherry County. It goes to our local 4-H foundation, and then they use that money for scholarships, graduate scholarships, camp scholarships. It goes to programming costs, awards, at fair, and throughout the rest of the year. It's just a pretty all-encompassing, this is it.
What we do is we have businesses and individuals that donate items, sometimes that represent their business or sometimes it's a monetary donation, and the red boxes are the places that they put their tickets. So they purchase the things that are donated and then individuals come and purchase tickets and then they put them in the draw box of the items that they like or would like to win.
We get support start to finish from the local businesses and individuals that we send letters to that have items for us and monetary donations that we go and purchase more items with, to business owners then coming back and buying more tickets. So financially, we are very well supported by the businesses and individuals in Cherry County.
There are some pretty special prizes that people were able to win, too.
We've got, for the Prairie Club, there's a golf package for 4 people. That is something that's been donated in the past, and it's a huge item. We have a big screen TV that is big, PlayStation 3. We also have feed donated, bales of hay, pitchforks, ladders, that type of thing. We do have a handmade knife, or 2 of those actually, that local individuals are pretty crafty and have donated that. So those are some of our bigger ticket items.
And although the Luck of the Draw event takes up their entire day during the Heart City Bull Bash, both Jody Dexter and Maggie Cox appreciate what the event truly stands for.
Oh, it is such a nice event for our community, and it's just a way to showcase our agriculture in this community and our beef producers, and it gives them a chance, the area producers, to get out and look at some cattle. That people are going to come and maybe purchase some bulls, and it's good advertising for those that bring the bulls, and it's just a great venue, and it's a real community effort.
The Luck of the Draw event's goal was to raise $10,000, and they stayed packed from start to finish. Another venue that was packed and also had a certain uniqueness about it was the Craft and Gun Show that highlighted everything from jewelry to ammo and clothing to guns. We talked with Liz Ravenscroft about the event that she helped organize.
Now, crafts and gun shows an interesting mix. How is the balance of customers that come in?
Actually, it's great because the men come shop for their guns while the women can go shop for their things that they would like. So it works out perfect. It's kind of a husband-wife family thing.
This event has gone on now for the past few years and has changed locations for quite a few times. However, now it seems that a home may be found in Conant Brothers Auction Service. However, the venue is a few blocks away from Main Street and the rest of the Heart City Bull Bash festivities.
Why go away from Main Street?
Well, for one, because we've tried in the past to do it closer to Main Street, and it usually gets moved because for one reason or another that building's not available the next year. And so Conant Auction Brothers were very kind and generous and donated the use of their building, and it's a big enough facility that's close enough to Main Street that can put all of us underneath the same roof. And so that's basically why we're a little ways off the beaten path.
Liz Ravenscroft highly commends the committee that puts together the Heart City Bull Bash, and although she spends most of the day at the Craft and Gun Show, she says that the Bull Bash is a great community event because there is something for everyone.
There's just so many different things for people to see. It's not necessarily, you don't have to be an ag to come down here. You don't have to like certain things ag related to come down here and enjoy it. I mean, there's something for everybody, and that's true downtown too. I mean, you can go and see the bulls, and sure, there's a lot of different things you can see if you are a rancher or if you're just wanting to view the bulls, but there's also other things. With all the other events going on, it's something for everybody, even people that live in town. They have the big thing that they have is the Luck of the Draw with the 4-H'ers. That's a huge money maker for our 4-H clubs in Cherry County, and everybody's just real supportive of it.
Agriculture is a huge part of the Valentine community, and everyone seems to have a great appreciation for ag and what the Bull Bash does to recognize that industry.
What does Bull Bash mean to you?
Well, my husband ranches with his dad and his brother, and it's a pretty important important aspect of our community. I think agriculture in general is really important to our community. It's what drives this community especially, and that's why I guess I feel really good about the Bull Bash event that goes on.
Coming up after the break, we will take a look at the wine tasting event that helps the public library in Valentine, and also wrap up just how important the Heart City Bull Bash is to this community. Stay tuned.
Taking time to connect with your kids may not always be easy, but it's always worth the time you take. Rethink your reaction. Families grow closer when they make time to talk.
Stop the excuses. It's time for you to step up and speak out.
I thought it was just a harmless joke.
It didn't look like he pushed her that hard.
I didn't know what to say or do.
It didn't involve me. It wasn't my job to do anything.
Today it's time for you to step up and speak out against domestic violence. It's time for you to take action for the 1 in 4 women who will experience domestic violence in her lifetime. To learn more, visit us online at stepupspeakout.org.
The folks at Hartelco in Hardington have been serving the northeast Nebraska area for over a century. While we've been around a while, we're learning new tricks to help meet our customers' needs. All of the services we offer, voice, IPTV, and broadband internet with 100 meg download speeds, are on the cutting edge of technology. And we offer computer sales and service throughout the entire northeast Nebraska area. Stop by Hartelco and let our professional staff help you. We're located at 103 West Center Street in Hardington.
Put your thumb on the middle seat here.
Sportsman Family Grill in Meadow Grove, featuring great weekend specials like slow roasted prime rib, fresh roasted chicken, and more. The buffet features homemade flavors that will fill you up and keep you going. And Saturdays feature the Jumbo Wing Buffet with a variety of sauces. Order off the menu and try the burger of the year, the barbecue bacon biscuit cheeseburger, the handcrafted barbecue pork ribs with double K style rings, the beef or chicken Philly, hand-breaded pollock and shrimp, and so much more. Sportsman Family Grill, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just 17 miles west of Norfolk, a quarter mile west of Meadow Grove on Highway 275.
Welcome back. So far, we have seen how the Heart City Bull Bash in Valentine engages the community and appreciates the agricultural industry through their full-day event. Earlier on, we took a look at the 4-H Luck of the Draw event, the Running with the Bulls 5K, and the Ranchers on Main Street. Now we are going to take a look at their wine tasting event, where funds go towards the local public library.
So many of the events for Bull Bash are fundraising events, and this event is no different. The Friends of the Library, you'll see now Anne on the other side there, she is the librarian, and we have Friends of the Valentine Public Library, and they are here as volunteers to help do this. And then, aside from a little bit that we give the wineries for coming up here, they reap the benefits. They take the extra money, and so we've made a pretty good amount of money for them each year here.
Dwayne Gudgel owns a bookstore in Valentine that also sells a lot of the wine highlighted at the wine tasting, and both of the wineries are in Nebraska.
The wine cellars, they're all vineyards, Nebraska vineyards that we've had in the past, and they're always anxious to come up and talk to bring their wines and to show them to a new community if they're new. Now, one of our wineries this time is from Parks, which is down almost in Kansas, and this is his first time here. And the other winery, we usually have two, has been here, I think, 3 times. and 3 different kinds. So we try to mix it up a little bit.
The wine tasting has been an addition that has become a part of the Heart City Bull Bash over the past few years. And Gudgel has the mentality of if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think that it has really changed a great deal. It's been extremely busy each time. And the only thing that changes is maybe the wineries and the weather, maybe a little bit. And we've changed venue a little bit. We are here in Sand Hill State Bank this time. And previously we'd always been across the street in Wells Fargo. And that's just a matter of convenience for Wells Fargo wasn't able to last year, and so we just move around. Everybody's willing to host it, so it makes the banks enjoy having it in their bank. They get to show off their bank.
Because Gudgel owns a bookstore, the wine tasting is pretty much the only part of the Bull Bash that he gets to take a part in. However, he says it would still be one of his favorite events of the day regardless.
We don't, as a family, and I personally, we don't get to participate in very much of it except for this. The store, as I said, is quite busy, and so we start out the morning there and we're busy, and then I come down here to this, and my wife is at the store, and so we don't participate. So I suppose this has to be it. I think this is my favorite part, and it probably would be anyway. It's just a nice event. Everybody's having a good time here. Nobody's here trying to learn anything. They're just here enjoying themselves. Although they do ask me, one of the nice things is when somebody comes and says, now, where do I get this wine? And then I say down at the store, and they say, well, so then they remember to write down the name, and they'll go down to the store and get it. So that'll be nice.
Like Gudgel's bookstore, the Heart City Bull Bash is a huge day for pretty much every business in Valentine. With tourists coming from across Nebraska and even South Dakota, the city sees a huge influx of tourists for the day.
Well, I think it's just a big draw for everybody in town. The coffee shops, the clothing stores, Young's Western Wear. I mean, it just gets filled to where you can hardly walk down the aisles. And the restaurants are busy. You have to wait for tables. You have to wait in there at lunchtime. You have to wait in there tonight to get food. The Little Vets Club downtown, it is filled all day, with people that are just, wandering off the street. They will have food both in the lunchtime and this evening, perhaps. It's very busy. Of course, the local grocery store is going to be very, very busy. The farm supply store is going to be swamped from early this morning until closing time tonight. I just think it brings a lot of people, the local quick stops, because everybody's going to need gas. They're going to stop there on their way out of town and pick up snacks. I don't think there's any business that doesn't have a big impact from this.
Surely every event at Heart City Bull Bash was packed, and that leaked over into different businesses beyond Main Street as well. And the weather didn't seem to be a deterrent. Actually, it probably even encouraged people to go inside to start shopping. But meanwhile, this cold didn't faze the ranchers.
It'd be great if we had, 45 degrees, no wind, sun. But, I said once to my brother, and I said, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cold. And he said, what do you expect? You're in the middle of February in Valentine, Nebraska. So we would love to have great weather. It'd be a bonus. And I'm sure that when people leave, they think, oh my gosh, that was so bone chilling. But at the same time, ranchers and people in Valentine, they're hardy stock. I mean, that's what when I'm sitting in my house in the morning and I think, oh, it's so cold, and I always think of ranchers that go out and take care of livestock in these kind of temperatures, and we're right in the middle, or we'll be in the middle of calving season, and they take care of these livestock every single day and all night long when they're in the middle of calving and feeding. So I don't think so at all.
The Heart City Bull Bash has been an amazing day-long event in Valentine, Nebraska. Now let's take a short recap, starting with the Running with the Bulls 5K. Charity DeLawyer won the 5K on a challenging race day.
What was the hardest part about the race?
Oh, by far this wind. The wind and just the cold. We have a fairly humid day here for February in Nebraska and in the Sandhills in particular. I think it's just kind of cutting in and hard to know exactly how to dress. On the way back with the wind at your back, it's really good. Into the wind, it's a little tougher. So.
The 5K had around 100 participants, a huge enrollment boost from the previous year. But the most packed event of the day seemed to be the 4-H Luck of the Draw event.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I mean, you can see the crowd that we've had, and it's been like this since we opened the doors at 10:30, and we'll draw until 4. We'll start our drawing process at 4 o'clock, so we'll have this much of a crowd until 4 o'clock.
We get support start to finish from the local businesses and individuals that we send letters to that have items for us and monetary donations that we go and purchase more items with to business owners then coming back and buying more tickets. So financially, we are very well supported by the businesses and individuals in Cherry County.
And the Craft and Gun Show has become a staple of the Heart City Bull Bash as well, but organizer Liz Ravenscroft puts attention back on the ranchers.
There's a lot of community support in general. I mean, that's a major part of what drives this community, what drives Valentine. There's a lot of ranchers in the area, the surrounding area, all of Cherry County. We're one of the biggest cattle producers in the state, and so it is important to what drives the economy here in Valentine. And I feel that, they really do support that, and they come out and they enjoy seeing too what we do.
The temperature was low and the wind was blowing, but the 16th annual Heart City Bull Bash was a huge success. People traveled a long way to make it to Valentine, and the town's community supported the many philanthropic events that coincided with appreciating what the agricultural industry means to the community. If you missed the event this year, do not worry. Just go mark down the second weekend of February on your calendar now so that you don't miss next year's. It was fun touring the event with everyone, but all good things must come to an end. Until next year, that is.
From the smallest dent or ding to major collision repair, 3D Auto Body in Norfolk is your complete auto body repair shop. From paintless dent repair, windshield and glass installation, collision repair, and complete auto body paint with environmentally safe waterborne paint, the staff at 3D Auto Body will have your repairs done in a timely manner. Stop by 3D Auto Body, located at 1112 Riverside Boulevard in Norfolk.
If something looks too good to be true, it usually is. Take those ads for the dish. Sure, they look good up there, but you better take a look down here. 24-month locked-in contract. $10 extra for HD. Nearly 50% price increase after the promo period. And if you change your mind, whopping termination fees. Wow, I guess the devil really is in the details.
American Broadband Cable. There simply is no better choice.
Faith Regional Physician Services has a new address, www.frpsclinics.org. At Faith Regional Physician Services, we understand the need for convenience. frpsclinics.org makes it easy to stay connected to over 100 healthcare providers on your smartphone, tablet, and computer. Our user-friendly website provides patients the information needed to find a clinic, learn more about our providers and specialties, and stay up to date on the advancements Faith Regional Physician Services is making. Click and connect with your team of healthcare providers at frpsclinics.org.
One tool is designed to master every job out there. The 2016 Ram 1500 from Johnny Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Neely. Take a test drive in a legend, a star, and a leader. The Ram truck, where road manners, comfort, and capability ride hand in hand with safety and security. Hit the road in a Ram from Johnny Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Neely, where you get better service before, during, and after the sale.
When blizzard conditions struck northeast Nebraska, News Channel Nebraska First Alert Weather was the first to bring you live, local, and relevant news and information about the toughest winter storm in recent history.
Really heavy and really wet. Folks, we've got a certified blizzard.
On the air 4 hours, helping you stay safe, then showing you the aftermath. At all hours of the day or night, rely on your hometown team, News Channel Nebraska.